Morning. And Kate, we now have some flood warnings already you have to talk about, right?
We do indeed, Natasha, and that is not good because the heaviest rain today, as you mentioned, has not yet even arrived in the Philadelphia area, and we're already seeing flooding in parts of the region. Let's take a look outside right now. Rain has been relatively light since about 4 a.m. That's when the heaviest rain that we saw overnight shifted to the north. It left a lot of ponding and puddling on the roads. Now starting to fill back in from west to east. It's 46 degrees right now. It feels more than 5 degrees colder than that thanks to this wind, this east wind from the Atlantic Ocean battering the coastline, but also 18-mile-an-hour winds right now in the city, making it feel raw, damp and cold. And here comes that rain filtering back in. You can see those brighter colors there back toward Lancaster County and Harrisburg. And look at all of this rain near Baltimore and D.C. And this is all headed our way. By really the next hour or so, we'll see this filter back in, but more to come throughout the day. Waves of rain, and then back on the backside of this is where storms are forming, and that line will likely push toward the mid-Atlantic coast late this afternoon or this evening. So we have a flood watch in effect for the vast majority of the region. It does not include the coastal counties or southern Delaware, but the rest of the region is included, and that goes until tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. The reason for that, some of those larger rivers takes a little while for the water levels to rise, and we could see flooding concerns adjacent to the Delaware, the Lehigh, and possibly the Schuylkill as we head through tomorrow. But we do have a flood warning for areas around the Perkiomen Creek here in Upper Montgomery County until 11:30 this morning, and near the Brandywine Creek near Downingtown, some flooding ongoing right now. More rain to come. This, as of now, flood warning goes until 4:21 this afternoon. So best threat for severe weather today, that's where we could see damaging wind, hail, maybe even a brief spin-up tornado. Areas basically in the yellow on south, but thunderstorms are likely here in Philadelphia as well. And again, the best chance for that is late this afternoon. So rain and thunder through at least about 6 or 7 o'clock. Thunderstorms down the shore, and it's just a steady, chilly rain in the Lehigh Valley at 45 degrees today. Coming up, we'll take you through it hour by hour, and I'll tell you when this rainy pattern finally begins to change. Chandler, I'll send it another miserable day, and today probably the worst day so far of our 3 first days of April, which have been very, very wet. By the way, if we pick up about 1.5 inches of rain, it would be the wettest start to April, the wettest first 3 days of April on record in Philadelphia. Not a great way to start off a month, but we do have improvement in the 7-day forecast, at least a light at the end of the tunnel, so to speak. Right now, though, take a look down at Margate. You can see the waves crashing against the ocean. This is our camera at the pier here, and we're seeing at least some light rain, but also very strong winds battering the coast, and the risk for coastal flooding continues at high tide cycles. Back to the Italian market section of the city. Again, not seeing a ton of the windshield wipers. They're going, but they're not at high speed. At least not yet. We do have some steadier rain, which is moving in within the next hour or so, and it is going to get worse before it gets any better outside. So 46 right now. Look at these winds. East wind. That's a wind off the ocean. Even in the city, we have gusts to 25 miles per hour, and gusts are strong everywhere, even down the shore, but inland as well. 30-mile-an-hour gusts in Allentown, 36-mile-per-hour gusts Mount Pocono, Dover, and Millville right now, both gusting to 30 miles an hour. So it's a wind-driven rain, and then we have the risk for severe weather in parts of the area this afternoon. Here's a look at it. You can see the heaviest rain moving in as we speak. Look at these yellows and oranges. This is all about to overtake the area, just creeping into our western suburbs here. So Lancaster County, Berks County, seeing some steady downpours creeping into eastern Maryland. And again, within the next hour or two, this will all overspread our region. A flood watch in effect for the majority of the area through 6 o'clock tomorrow. And the reason why that goes until tomorrow is today we're looking at the risk for localized flooding, urban small stream flooding. Tomorrow, it's those larger rivers that if we add an additional inch or two to these river levels, we are going to see some potential runoff flooding along the Schuylkill, the Delaware, or the Lehigh. We also have a couple of those flood warnings in effect for the smaller streams like the Brandywine and the Perkiomen in Montgomery County. And we could see another 1 to 2 inches of rain before the day is through, leading to more localized flooding concerns. We're also tracking the potential for severe storms, mainly south of Philadelphia today, and winds gusting over 30 miles an hour through the afternoon. 50 degrees in Philly, 55 down the shore, and 45 in the Lehigh Valley. best chance for a thunderstorm is basically from the city on south, and the further south you go, the better chance you have of seeing the threat for damaging wind and hail. So again, peaking at about 5 p.m. and then we start to see things dry out into tomorrow morning, but not so fast. We're going to see another round of showers tomorrow afternoon and even perhaps some sprinkles lingering into Friday. So the heaviest coming through within the next hour or two, bands of rain through mid-afternoon, and then right here, look at this line of storms trying to develop 3:30, 4 o'clock, especially strong down south of the city, but lightning, thunder, and intense downpours for Philadelphia as well. And the Phillies, they moved the game to 4:05. I'm not sure that's going to help. May need to go even later than that. It's not until after 7 o'clock that the heaviest rain and storm threat moves on out. So a next weather alert for rain and thunderstorms today. Tomorrow, afternoon showers, a stray sprinkle, breezy Friday, but then much better conditions, and it looks really nice for viewing conditions as of now for the eclipse on Monday. So, Natasha, good things to look forward to, but today, stay inside if you can.
Oh, yeah, that's really good advice. Thank you so much.